listening to WTJU Charlottesville, 91.1 FM, and worldwide on the web at WTJU.net. Welcome to Third Rail, WTJU Rock's music series, every third Saturday of the month. If you are listening on air or online, you can also video stream tonight's live performance on WTJU's YouTube channel. Before we get to tonight's live act, Fellowman, backed by DJ Blade Relic, we have a little business to take care of. First, I'd like to thank Third Rail sponsor Hello Goodbye Records at its new location at 108 4th Street, Northwest in downtown Charlottesville. And thank you to our studio listeners. There are many who may feel compelled to donate to tonight's act. There is a tip jar in front for cash donations. You can also Venmo Fellowman at Cullen-Wade. There's also merch, which can be purchased at the end of the show. We'd also like to thank our underwriters. I have two right now. WTJU is supported by Mona Lisa Pasta, a locally owned Italian deli specializing in fresh homemade pastas, raviolis, lasagnas, and classic Italian sauces, all packaged for simple prep at home. Located at 921 Preston Avenue, Mona Lisa Pasta is close to downtown and UVA. For more information, visit monalisapasta.com. WTJU is also supported by Dirty Nellie's Pub and Deli, Charlottesville's Irish Pub and Sandwich Shop, located at 2200 JPA, offering dine-in, takeout, and delivery. Live performances by local musicians throughout the week with Dirty, that's with a U, Dirty Karaoke on Wednesdays. Online at dirtynellies.charlottesville.com. Now, please put your hands together for the co-founder and former director of the Nine Pillars Hiphop Cultural Fest, performing tracks from his new album, No Safety Net, Charlottesville's own Fellowman.
Thank you. Let's get into it.
Right into it. Here we go.
When you were playing that record, what were you thinking?
Exhale on the beat.
Straight flex, even though that's an oxymoron. The game is unglued, they trying to epoxy more. The gatekeepers put the toxic doors on. My lockpick arms too long to box with your God. Which king? No man shall disrupt him. Led the woman at him, that's the eve of destruction. Dead the trapping at a Weinstein co-production. Let the gunner clap him, bet he bleed like a stuck pig. I'm a problem with the pen, overcrowding. Made my own lane, my ways rerouting. You can catch me in the jam, bad accounting. Before you write me off, you should check if it's bouncing. I'm a leader in this town, boy. I give a F what time felt on the subject. Malfoy, smack the shame into a proud boy. That's a predicament before I eat an Altoid. You could browse through my back issues. I've been twisted even before my back issues, but now I'm on my feet again. Back issues, I make your supporters regret ever backing you. You can get the smoke depending on what pack you choose, or get snuffed before you dip. Red man, black and blue. Even Reggie know y'all some mid, so admit it. Tired of this never getting did, so we did it. Up in the spotlight, make your own spotlight. Don't even stop by unless you down to rock tonight. Taliban snatched the land back while they ran. Respect to Powhatan, I'm in my power stance. Power stance, I'm in my power stance. Long as they prosper, oh, we down to Caliban. I'm in my power stance. Power stance, even if I stay seated, I'm in my power stance. While we arguing about who the goats are, know they close to making sure we never go far. Yeah, they whole crew is lounging. The city wanna celebrate no more public housing. To buy your vote, it's gonna be a couple thousand. 50 stacks, you can buy the whole damn council. Since UVA won the chip, money flooding in. If you wonder who gon' benefit, stop wondering. For those outside of Seville, if it hasn't happened yet to your town, it indeed will. 17 Nazis came with tiki torches. Every other year it's briefcases and apportionments. People love to treat symptoms. Systems knew the average citizen was simple, so they simped them, pimped them. With your slick tongue, you the one that's getting pimped, even while you call the pimp dumb. My side's solid, y'all ordered the squid salad. Crew squishy, nutrition is invalid. When they wanna move the needle on a pin gallop, they don't text us, it's like we never been to Dallas. We ain't seek a challenge, all we want is equal balance. On some C's palace, I beat the ground and my feet were callous. Had to claw way up, eagle talents. Now it's sunseat, the powers that be. Once we sweep the balance, up in the spotlight, make your own spotlight. Don't even stop by unless you down to rock tonight. Taliban snatch the land back while they ran. Respect to Powhatan, I'm in my power stance. Power stance, I'm in my power stance. Long as they prosper, oh, we down to Caliban. I'm in my power stance. Power stance, even if I stay seated, I'm in my power stance. Woo! That's what's up. So this mic cable appears to be cutting out a little bit when I grab it like that. You want to switch right quick? And then we can, we can make some adjustments. Thank you. The press release said that my album, No Safety Net, is ripped from the headlines. So I thought I'd go ahead and rip a headline every song, if y'all don't mind. Let's go. All right, that's number one. Y'all give it up for DJ Blade Relic. All right, so I figured I'd do a song for those of you who want to know where the album title No Safety Net comes from. This song is called Trapeze, Trappees, as in the ones who are trapped. It's a play on words. This is for gig workers, shift workers, tip servers, everyone that's not ashamed cause they flip burgers, back breakers, ass shakers, app laborers, under the table cash takers, side hustlers cause degrees ain't enough, and everyone that shop the first week of the month. No space to prevent overdraft fees, no safety net. America runs on, dunking on the underpaid. Only got Uber unions in a couple states. Independent contractors can't organize. What's a contract if it never saw a lawyer's eyes? We need truly equal laws. I look at you and see grief and loss. You're doing 2 or 3 people jobs cause they cut half the staff. They were bleeding costs. Argue with a bot when you speak support cause they took the human out of human resources. God forbid you ever need an abortion. And they wonder why we ain't having more kids. Most rappers will never afford Porsches. We do it for drink tickets and door splits. No endorsement for relief on a mortgage, cause that's the only way they can keep the armed forces. Shift workers, tip servers, everyone that's not ashamed cause they flip burgers, back breakers, ass shakers, app laborers, under the table cash takers, side hustlers cause degrees ain't enough, and everyone that shop the first week of the month. No space to prevent overdraft fees, no safety net for the trapeze. Cut wages, cut benefits, ignore inflation, raise expenses, cut taxes for the upper classes. Make sure the struggling, hustling backwards, that's the blueprint that they using. But we can make them wish they never fooled with the ones who really keep this moving. All we gotta do is not get spooked again. We can bring the whole thing to a standstill if we say with one voice and one damn will. I'll be happy to work if you pay me what I'm worth. If not, you can't make me convert. If we all do it now, we can ring them out. Something we only got a few years to bring about. Cause once it's all automated, that's a wrap. We'll wish we hadn't let it happen. This is for gig workers, shift workers, tip servers, everyone that's not ashamed cause they flip burgers, back breakers, ass shakers, app laborers, under the table cash takers, side hustlers cause degrees ain't enough, and everyone that shop the first week of the month. No space to prevent overdraft fees, no safety net for the trapeze. Y'all know what time it is. Sex work is work. Internship work is work. Unpaid work is work. Under the table work is work. Work without papers is work. Yo, what would happen if we all just said, enough. Enough with the people that do 20% of the work getting 80% of the benefits? What about that? And you know that it can happen here, because there's a whole lot of people very invested into making you think that it can't. So look at each other and remind each other that it can happen here. Let's go. So this is the opening track from the album. I took my brother Waterloo's advice. He said just bar him up one time. Run it back, I'm ahead of my time. Fashion the hourglass out of my enemy's skull and spine. Maya calendars are ending itself. You decoded some stuff I said back in December 2012 when the study session could have progressed in a bloody mess unless the microaggression wasn't left to go unaddressed. Like infected cuts allowed to suffer sepsis. Shut mouths don't get lit up or fed, but I'm Uncle Fester. Late night ride at the Hustlers Convention. Made of cobalt, atomic number 27. Subsequent elements rustled to cut detention. Tin Man struck black gold. F it, I'm Buddy Ebsen. With my brother's blessing, I'm your favorite rhyme writer's favorite rhyme writer. Aztec, better yet, ask Maya. Flat circle like the calendar that started the rhyme. Run it back, I'm ahead of my time. Remy always used to tell me that rappers were afraid to collab with me. I took that as flattery. Flow switching, considerate nose, picking it dinner and bone, bristling chicken skin rolled up in your linen like blowing piff in the middle school homeroom with the principal. I spit rude, show Dan proof, shocking the system too. Rally round human intellect, undervalued. Algorithm, Roku, basilisk you bow to. Slide box, watch what you watch, sell it back to you like a chain snatcher. As tragic as you allow them to. Rappers timid about the collab, I stress them out. Off-grid tactics can't be predicted, tracked or guessed about. There's always gonna be those obsessed with clout, those that take a different route. Tribalism try to disavow, but my listeners is sharp. They don't let the stream miss the mark like they whizzing in the dark. This is bars, whether you clowning me or crowning me, they still king size, like the rich block on Halloween. Like the rich block on Halloween. King size bars. Maybe y'all not ready for that yet. But your kids are gonna love it. All right, so did y'all know that for 6 years, while the Nazi Holocaust was taking place, the New York Times only published 6 front page articles about it that used the word genocide? This one's called Media Legacy. I think it's important, if we're gonna use a very loaded phrase like legacy media, we need to reckon with what exactly that legacy is, because if we don't, we're doing everybody a disservice. What's your media legacy? Repeating the fallacies you probably think is equal and balanced, but peep analyses. 40s Japanese ain't demonized themselves. I was you, I'd to be wary like Ida B. Wells. Why you think she had an independent press? Cause legacy never seemed to see the lynching and the death threats, but started wars over made up claims like the USS Maine. They blamed it on Spain. Every paper repeated the nonsense, and the same thing happened again with Vietnam. And you know about the Gulf of Tonkin? Wrong again, press play, ball, let Johnson get to bombing. Holocaust, the Times let it slide. 6 years, only 6 articles said genocide. And remember W with his WMDs? Did the press push back? What are you, dense? Please. The rubber room's empty, all the loonies signing Doge contracts, purging the unis is precedent not to trust, so why the hell do we? Last straw for me when they signed this Jamel Bowie for saying you should state when your source is a Nazi. Oh, now you're enforcing your policy. A couple weeks after, but they said you take no position, but don't rank Mamdani. New Yorkers ain't listen. A legacy of what? A tendency to publish what the devil dreaming up. Legacy media. A legacy of what? Heavily corrupt, eventually bend the knee to. Legacy media. A legacy of what? A tendency to publish what the devil dreaming up. Legacy media. A legacy of what? Heavily corrupt, bend the knee to power. Now I respect journalism and I studied it. And I accept special interests gonna muddy it. But when the checks get cut, they cut the balances too. Taking over the news, first thing dictators do. You get your paper approved, print what they say to do. Pretend not to grieve the pitiful state of truth. Now we know what democracy dies in darkness became the WAPO's new slogan for. That's what they were hoping for. Yo. We're gonna keep this thing moving. I don't think we need a moment of silence for Renee Good and for all the other victims of the secret police. I don't think we need a moment of silence. I think we need a moment of screaming. So what I want y'all to do with me, if you don't mind, take a deep breath. And on the count of 3, for as long as that breath remains in your body, I want you to scream as loud as you can for as long as you can. Okay? Now, I'm not going to do it with you because I need to save my voice, but I'll be with you in spirit, all right? And please, if only a couple people do it, they're going to feel stupid. So we all need to do it, okay? If we're going to make this work, right? So look at each other, make sure you're all okay. All right, we're going to do this. All right, ready? Moment of screaming. Deep breath. 1, 2, 3.
Midnight and the Death Squad. Midnight and the Death Squad. Midnight and the Death Squad.
Federal law enforcement is masking up when they're cracking down, and it's raising questions over whether officers simply are protecting their identities or engaging in intimidation.
He yelled at the man in the van, "Don't talk to them, don't give them your name." That was enough for him to be tackled and detained for 24 hours, even after he proved he's a U.S. citizen.
U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement typically gets about $8 billion a year. This new budget act adds $75 billion to that over the next 4 years. It's more than the combined GDPs of Iceland, Haiti, and the Bahamas.
Individuals claim to be law enforcement but won't show ID or name their agency.
ICE will not be able to deport 1 million people per year without deporting non-criminal migrants. The bottom line is that most of the people don't have criminal records.
That man accused of impersonating an ICE agent had a badge that he was appearing to show these victims.
What is going to protect us is the community to stand up and fight back.
Midnight and the Death Squad.
I'm sorry if people are offended by them wearing masks.
In a statement from the Department of Homeland Security, a spokesperson wrote in part, "Criminals will no longer be able to hide in America's schools and churches to avoid arrest. The Trump administration will not tie the hands of our brave law enforcement and instead trust them to use common sense."
Yo. If you come for my trans kids, better come with a blade, cause before you touch them, one of us getting grazed. If you come for my Latin kids, better come with a stick, cause before you touch them, one of us getting hit. If you come for my queer kids, better come with a gun, cause before you touch them, fades getting run. If you come for my immigrant kids, come ready to buck, cause before you touch them, one of us getting stuck. These times call for more than civil disobedience, cause ain't nothing civil about bringing secret police in this F around barge into my classroom. Don't expect to leave without some stab wounds. I'm a protective baboon when it come to my pupils. I have no wiggle room when it come to my scruples. My number one job is making them feel safe. So what makes you think I turn around and collaborate? Backstab, expose them to black bagging, flat out kidnapping. I am not letting it happen. We learn the drills, fight back against the shooter. We gon' use the same tactics for a federal intruder. That's what you are without due process. Even if you got a warrant and a blue cop vest, that warrant better be judicial. The info on it better be specific. I'm taking badge numbers, footage, and pictures. And if you push your way in using force, I'll be happy to explain it to the court. Why your man got duffed with a trash can for not knowing educators had hands. If you come for my trans kids, better come with a blade, cause before you touch them, one of us getting grazed. If you come for my Latin kids, better come with a stick. Before you touch them, one of us getting hit. If you come for my queer kids, better come with a gun, cause before you touch them, fades getting run. If you come for my immigrant kids, come ready to buck, cause before you touch them, one of us getting stuck. If you come for my students, better come with some heat. Before you touch them, one of us gonna bleed. That's the teacher's creed. Listen, people need to stop with the assuming that letting kids be themselves constitutes grooming. And while you're at it, you can stop telling me that saying gay people exist constitutes obscenity. I will not let self-acceptance perish. I will not misgender them for the sake of the parents. Just because you want to make them miserable at home don't mean I'm obliged to keep the misery going. I welcome the misfit girl, the weird boy, the NB. My space embraces queer joy. You're free to complain, free to push, free to yell, but I'm not getting rid of the books where they can see themselves. Human rights are not fuel for debate. I will not engage with rhetoric that's rooted in hate. And if you still want to force feed the item, I know some T-girls that got their whole sports team behind them. Yo, keep it going for DJ Blade Relic. We're gonna slow it down a little bit, just a little bit. Shout out to Jay Griff for the beat, Charlottesville legend. This is the first song I wrote for the album, but I didn't want to write it. How did the old me turn into the old me? He left his heart and mind over soul beats. Yo. I wanna bust, but I don't wanna bust. Suppose it ain't potent enough. Suppose I could flow as a younger man, but froze up. Trying to rap now's like trying to read my diary in a blackout. Fearing it won't hold a candle to my old stuff. The pen was effortless, it seemed to me. Maybe I forgot the times it didn't come easily. Torturing words like legalese. They say your body doesn't remember the labor pains to ensure that you increase your seeds. Seeking the reason to keep speaking the beats when the need to be knee deep in these frequencies recedes. Short circuit, I was plugged in and blew it. Steeping leaves in the sea of regret. The sub brew it. I try to subdue it. That imposter syndrome. Maybe not to feel at home in the plot you picked the souls just the cost of getting grown. I knew that time would modulate the tone, but no one told me about the hollowness and cold. How did the old me turn into the old me? Damn, what happened to the homie? He left his heart and mind over soul beats. Now the spring chicken walked a mile in some crow's feet. How did the old me turn into the old me? I mean, what happened to the homie? He left his heart and mind over soul beats. Tried to fly straight, couldn't replicate the crow's feet. How did the old me turn into the old me? Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. This is the positivity section of the show. It lasts 2 songs. Back when gas was cheap, I would pass up sleep. Hit the interstate laid in the bashed up heap with a stack of CDs in the passenger seat. That's how I learned to massacre beats. I would loop the soul. Heavy boot, no cruise control. Through the whole beltway, ducking troopers pose. Instrumentals from Group Home, The Roots and Mo's. In the HOV lane, Body 2 was Hove. Now those were nights well used, but from an outside view, I was wasting time and fuel. I know I can't get those moments back, but if I could, I would still hit the road and rap when the moon is in Leo. Every moment is precious, but these minutes are special. Don't stop except to reload. When the moon is in Leo, make scrapes around the keyhole. Every moment is precious, but these minutes are special. Don't stop except to reload. When the moon is in Leo, you're sick of being told what to do with your freedom by those that presuppose I believe in no sweet and low artificial virtue. Steel toe, work boot, artificial hurt you. Target missile search, body heat chronically. Trust in your own quality. That's why all of these blessings seem cosmically drawn to me since I stopped turning down what was being offered me. And I'm not Mr. Positive Vibes. I don't believe in suppressing what's rotten inside. Wanna cry, you should cry. Wanna run, you should run. Life's brief and there's much to be done. When the moon is in Leo, make scrapes around the keyhole. Every moment is precious, but these minutes are special. Don't stop except to reload. When the moon is in Leo, make scrapes around the keyhole. Every moment is precious, but these minutes are special. Don't stop except to reload. I seen crews go from sucker free to puppetry. Seen dudes go from a king to underling. Heard people talk real tough publicly. Door closed and suddenly they rubbery. I meditated by starlight. Listened to racists try to justify apartheid. I seen death up close and almost met them. So it's tough to worry about the next man's perspective. Used to be too cool to dance at a wedding. Now I go ham till I'm sweating. Family genetics, I was handed depression. See me in the trance and my hand with a pen in it. See me in the jam being bangy and reckless. Hear me in the cypher make a scandalous reference. Slamming my head to Celtic Frost vanity nemesis. Manages stress in the therapy session. Do you till it ain't no more you to do. And leave a legacy true. Subaru, take a big lung full of the night. Feel the push of the wind and the pull of the tide. When the moon is in Leo, make scrapes around the keyhole. Every moment is precious, but these minutes are special. Don't stop except to reload. When the moon is in Leo, make scrapes around the keyhole. Every moment is precious, but these minutes are special. Don't stop except to reload. Let's go. I need to pick the paper back up for this next one. Let's go. This is a true story, reportage, just sharing what I experienced. And there's a few people in this room that can vouch for it. I went to the Palestine UVA encampment. Ate potato salad with some trans kids, chatting Italian cinema on a blanket, spontaneous dancing, occasional chanting, the more familiar liberation anthems, read some informational pamphlets. I never saw a bit of raving or ranting from them outside, agitators supposedly rampant. Plenty of pets, kids, babies, and pampers, citizens full of joy and rage begging for answers. Didn't see too many news cameras. Peaceful demonstration isn't good programming. If there was any anti-Semitism brandished, the Jewish friends I was with wouldn't stand it. That's how I know what an underhanded, cowardly escalation was the next day's ambush. Remember who started it. Remember who was chilling, who charged in. Remember who started it. Remember who sat down and who martyred it. Remember who started it. Remember who was chilling, who charged in. Remember who started it. The next day we made a supply run. The blankets were damp, they needed dry ones. Plus some knit caps, hot tea and warm socks. Couldn't get close cause of the roadblocks. Went on foot through the counter protest. Mostly out of town folks stressed. Couldn't see past the riot cop helmets, so I climbed up on a railing to film it. They threw tent poles, tear gas, tackled young women. We got pinched between cops and the Zionist venom. I've seen die-ins for Mike Brown, seen rifles pointed at me from the roof of the White House, the Klan escorted using my tax pay, but nothing was as dark as what I saw that day. So if you drinking civility juice, call me extreme, even after I tell you what I seen. Oh, I'm an obvious Hamas apologist in this conflict. I mean, I'm just anti-bombs dropping on toddlers. And if that makes me a reprobate, since when is it cool to cape for an ethno-state? Remember who started it. Remember who was chilling, who charged in. Remember who started it. Remember who sat down and who martyred it. 4 men
dressed in black, carrying large backpacks and wearing helmets, entered and remained in the encampment. At least 2 of these were known to law enforcement personnel as participating in violent acts elsewhere in the Commonwealth. At the same time, the demonstrators were calling on social media for others to show up. At that point, we realized we really needed to get the tents down to prevent this from escalating and becoming more entrenched. Entrenched.
I don't think you can say that on the radio, but my feelings exactly. So DJ B-Note, are we ready to take a little break?
If you're ready, Fellowman,
ready.
along with DJ Blade Relic.
Woo!
You're listening to Third Rail on WTJU Charlottesville. And before we ask some questions of Fellowman and DJ Blade Relic, I'd like to do a little business. WTJU is supported by Wild Birds Unlimited, Charlottesville. Bird food, feeders, bird baths, gifts, and guidance. 29 North near Rio Road. More information at mywbu.com/Charlottesville. WTJU is also supported by Brazos Tacos, located at the Ix Art Park near Charlottesville's downtown mall and in the Barracks Road Shopping Center. Locally owned and family-friendly, Brazos serves Texas-inspired tacos that are ready for pickup or dine-in. Find out more at brazostacos.com. All right, Fellowman, you ready?
Yes.
Ready.
What would you like to ask me,
right,
DJ B-Note?
Well, this is sort of an obvious question, but for those who may be just joining, what motivated you to release your new album, No Safety Net, after 4 years, I believe?
Thank you. Next question. No, the shorthand is I got tired of waiting for another Immortal Technique album, so I decided to make it. Thank you. Yeah, I started looking around at the landscape and at the rap world, and I started to notice an absence of the kind of educated, politically literate, no-holds-barred protest rap that I grew up with. The aforementioned Immortal Technique, Dead Prez, even Rage Against the Machine to a certain extent. I don't know what happened to those guys. I mean, I know what happened to some of them, but I felt like there were a lot of things that many artists were too scared to say right now, and I thought that I'd better say them while I still can, and I think you all know what I'm talking about. And I said them, and it came out great.
It did. Thank you. So you are collaborating tonight with DJ Blade Relic, and on your new album and on your past albums, records, you've collaborated with some excellent artists. How do you decide who to collaborate with?
You know, collaboration, nowadays, if I'm going to make a song with somebody, that person is family. I'm not going to collaborate with anybody I don't consider family. I'm not going to collaborate with anybody who I wouldn't trust to dog sit for me. I wouldn't collaborate with anybody that I'm not going to be in the bunker with. I think it used to be, I used to be a lot more concerned with how I was perceived, and sort of there was a calculus that happened when I wanted to cross promote and reach other fan bases and stuff like that. But I do this as a hobby now, and with that comes a great amount of freedom. And I'm only gonna collaborate with somebody who I 100% ride with all the way. I think I also. It also happens that the people I 100% ride with are also the best ones at doing this. So, is Lou here yet? Is Waterloo here yet? Yes. Only feature on the No Safety Net album, Waterloo. Maybe he can speak to that a little bit as well. Yeah.
Your new album, No Safety Net, can be purchased behind me. I can see after the show. There's merch here. But if you're not at the show at the Ivy Road address, WTJ, if you're not here, too bad. But where else can we buy your new record?
Fellowmanrap.bandcamp.com. And believe it or not, it's actually on all streaming platforms, too, until it gets taken down.
I have a question now for Blade Relic.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Where can we find out more about you, DJ Blade Relic? And do you have anything lined up in the near future that we can attend? And where can we hear more of this?
Okay, well, I like that I'm able to say this, but you can Google me. But yeah, find me on pretty much all social media, Blade Relic. Facebook is Blade Relic 1 because my old account got banned, but that's in the past. I'm also on TikTok. I'm kind of a little too old for TikTok, but I'm trying to, get the gist of it. I'm from Richmond, but I've been coming out here to Charlottesville a lot for like over 10 years now, so I'm pretty much part of the community. So you'll see me and a couple of other DJs at certain events around here. Mexicali on Friday night, sometimes even Saturday nights.
Woo.
I am at the bowling alley every Friday night. So if you want to go ahead and bowl, and this is some good music, come on through every Friday night from 9 to 12. I mean, at least come through and get a drink.
The bowling mix is crazy.
It's crazy?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I've been doing it since October.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and they love it. So come on through. All right.
All right, thank you. Let's get back to the music. Fellowman, backed by DJ Blade Relic.
Yo, y'all give it up one more time for DJ Blade Relic.
Oh, man. Thank you.
I'm gonna go bowl. What'd you say? Thursday nights? Friday nights? Friday nights. I'm gonna go bowl. Yo, y'all should come. Y'all should come with. Let's do it. I'm terrible at bowling.
So am I. That's why I took the DJ in.
Nice. All right. Before I bring up the aforementioned Lou, my good brother, I'm gonna do a song that, well, I don't think needs an introduction, so I won't give it one. Ned Ludd, Red Blood, Sabotage a Tech Hub, Chest Thump, Future ain't Rosie from the Jetsons, Fed Up, Zuck Must, Columbia Neck Rubs, Beta Test, Catch Bugs, Alpha Snake, Catch Slugs. I say it once without the wordplay and cleverness. F-Gen AI and all of its developers, everyone that's using it think it's cool and I know you saying, he ain't talking about me though. Fool he is. I can't stop you from letting robots do your project, but I can promise you will lose all my respect. And if you try to pass it off as your own art, hope you get clipped by a gone rogue go-kart. People think smartphone actually mean the phone's smart. It's just pattern recognition for the most part. And this tech is not neutral. They spend fortunes on marketing to make you think it's useful. You really think the world's weirdest investors would spend billions on it if they didn't have agendas? Mark Andreessen, let's see, what did he spend? $3 billion. What can we discern about his reasons? Says here he's a big fan of Nick Land, eugenicist, supremacist, overall sick man. Let's keep it real, Peter Thiel, practically a Nazi. Says freedom is not compatible with democracy. Wrote a book called The Diversity Myth, basically saying black people not university fit. So, you give them hella labor in the form of metadata. They sell it later, one step up on the escalator. That's where the chain stops, right? I'm afraid not. The same ops invest in digital brain shops. They use the data bot to train a bot to take your job. You unemployed and they can paint you as a brainless slob. Cause you let Skynet replace your soul, and we all ending up in the same memory hole. Ned Ludd, Red Blood, Sabotage a Tech Hub, Chest Thump, Future ain't Rosie from the Jetsons, Fed Up, Zuck Must, Colombian Neck Rubs, Beta Test, Catch Bugs, Alpha Snake, Catch Slugs. There's Lou, you can come on up. There's do you know there's certain snakes that the majority of their diet is slugs? The snakes, they have to catch them. You know, they hunt the snakes, catch slugs. That's all is intended by that bar. If you read anything else into it, it's not that deep. You grab that mic, Lou. All right, y'all give it up for Waterloo, Charlottesville legend.
Yeah. What up? Charlottesville, how y'all feeling tonight? How y'all feeling tonight?
Woo!
Give it up for my man, Fellowman. Yeah, we in here tonight, baby. Let's do this.
All right. So I turned 40 on September 10th, 2025.
Yeah.
Clap it up.
Yeah.
For me turning 40 on September 10th, 2025.
Go ahead. A single gunshot can never destroy the beauty of fascism.
the music box, sing your lullaby. Nullify, get your monochrome fit, colorized. Butterfly, wrapped up and get your wings. Never been a hitter, but in a pinch I can call up some guys. Keep thinking otherwise, blast it apart. Like the spots they bulldoze to build National Park. American pastime, a friendly gamer. You know what? When you know who. Between me and you to take over, name is eminent domain. Same ones that claim they love you, be delivering the flame. See what they want, it's any method to obtain. So struggling families evicted in the rain. Unmarked vans for arresting renegades. Broad day beat down, all respect due to Dre. Right wing death squad, state gave them free reign. Long as they live, Keith David will be staying with the thing. Bang, bang. Woo! Waterloo.
Yeah. Free Palestine, free the global south. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Exercise your Second Amendment rights.
The company that has
defend your
trained more
country,
police
defend
officers
yourselves,
with
defend
lethal
your
force
family.
than any other. Stresses
It's
that
your
police
right.
officers aren't shooting people
You know what I'm
enough
saying?
and teaches them to get over the natural
He's
human
always
tendency
got mine
to
on me.
hesitate or snuffing out another
Look.
life.
The stick is my defense for those who made the French against it. Kick out big ballistics with this pen or AR-10 for instance. Magazine full of hollow tip fitting and sig I'm gripping. Notable mention, effort tactical with the clip extended. Up close or distant, it don't make no difference. When you see bullets whistling past your flesh, next time I won't be missing. You'll know when more we hold positions like a Charlie horse. Kick from the Smith is like taking licks in a karate course. With no respect for good. There's no God connection. This so hostile presence lost its destiny to no God's perfection. When you reject the violence, you reject civilian life. And sentence kids to death, what you expect after IDF and the ruling class war criminals in the West who feel the sick in Palestinian land theft. No exceptions. Hold everyone elected accountable of genocide in 2026. No way we let it slide. Hold them accountable, y'all. Hold them accountable. Hold them accountable.
Anything that cannot bear responsibility, anything that cannot bear accountability should not be given responsibility. Is that what they say?
I love it.
That part. All right.
Exactly.
I made an album 5 years ago called Death of the Author. It was a collection of musical tributes to some of my my departed musical influences. I did a song with Lou on that was dedicated to Joe Strummer of The Clash.
You should recognize the sample.
And we weren't going to do this song. I was talking with Lou about it, going back and forth. But after the events of the last couple weeks, I thought that it was relevant. Kind of seems like I sort of hate it that everything that is on this album and the last one seems more relevant now than it did then, but I guess.
Would you say you hate being right?
I hate being right, man. But let's see if you can pick out the bar that made me change my mind about doing this song tonight.
Yes, sir.
It's called "The People's History."
Let's go. Revolution. Revolution.
Let's go. I want to put honesty over technique. Like graffiti that I wrote when I was 17. To tell the whole school system they ain't worth a blast in the clash in the whip to get my courage up. One thing about music, when it hits you feel untouchable, indestructible. Word to Tibet, the combustible, the incorruptible soundtrack to suffrage movements. Venezuela resisting U.S. puppet rule. Farmers sharpening sickles against the empire, facing missiles with nothing but will to win fire. It's what I'm trying to hear, tying on the black rag soaked in vinegar to go against the cops and riot gear. I cried a tear when somebody said this one's for Heather, cause Courtney said she was inspired by my open letter. To the ones when I was swelling mama's tummy, who were turning rebellion into money. The people got
no justice,
no peace,
no justice,
no peace,
no justice,
no peace,
no justice,
no peace. Hey, yo, let's do Rise Up, Fight Back. Rise up,
fight back.
Rise up, rise up, rise up. Yes. All right, Lou. It's off the leash now.
Hey, everybody out here in the streets is trying to make a way. What you put out on your job and reflected in your pay. It's a setup for a struggle in the game we forced to play. Corporate forces holding fortunes, they resist, will make us feel we ain't important. So they force their hands on people every day. Make my brother wanna holler and my mama gotta pray. Hope police don't kill a baby cause they daily where she stay. Mistake a cell phone in his hand for a gun and start to spray. Mess the city up, they buck so giddy up, won't be no peace if they can't provide the justice that my people never see. Grown accustomed to the beat, grown to customs in the street. Throw your fingers, wave your flag, no surrender, no retreat. Always told us what we could be, couldn't teach us who we are. So we redefine the culture and the land we don't belong. Conference calls to talk with balls, talking, trapping bars. All my people go so hard, every Negro is a star.
No justice, no justice, no justice.
No peace.
Come on, y'all can do better than that.
Come on, y'all. Rise up, fight back.
Let's go, let's go. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. Yeah, yeah. All right.
Hey, speak to him, Cullen.
Let's do it.
Speak to our people.
De América yo soy, fantasmas de la guerra, Tolstoy, y en la calle no hay baile, Bolshoi, chicos llevan martillos, old boy. Oye, ser americano, ser inmigrante, ser humano, paisano, representante, ya grito como antes, con la voz del indio, cubano, gringo, irlandés, el campesino, el médico, el confederado, abolicionista, revolucionario, el académico, puritano, niños, soldados, refugiados de ambos lados del golpe de estado. Nuestra reputación me importa y me molesta el que la exporta. Si vecino no sea vecino, sino asesino, acá las uvas pisan a la gente para hacer vino. Acá las uvas.
Fellowman.
Acá las uvas pisan a la gente para hacer vino.
Yo.
Shout out to las uvas, man. Would not be Charlottesville without them.
My man.
Busco una lengua menos complicada, you know what I mean? Una lengua descolonizada.
I don't know what he said, but it sounds fly.
Sigue la busca. All right, let's go. This is another song that was inspired by my brother Lou telling me just bar him up. Just a little lyrical exercise. Certainly no message. Yo. I don't drop jewels, I vomit gemstones and heavy metals. Whenever they cut me, I bled chrome, sweat mercury, spit gold. Hercules with a chest cold, Samson with the jawbone, Ken bone, red sweater, dress code. My vendetta, deep V, neck hole manifesto. See, I ain't even chiefin' no more, but I get y'all head stoned. I'm 10 toes to the death rows, bend folds when the bread's slow. If I believed in monarchy, I would have been ascended the throne. I spit raw like a meat grinder. Been paid off data like B. Spiner. Nasty in the booth like a cheap diner. Nothing but hard like I need fiber. I had bars on top of bars since I was eating candy on the jungle gym. Staring at the stars, contemplating the moon. Wondering why my right to box with God was limited by the length of my arms. What happened on that playground? Call me birth control cause I mess with your preconceptions. Plus my rate of successes is practically perfection. The fascists want to restrict your access to these injections. Fighting depot while Aleppo bleeds and hemorrhage. They plan to repair rent in the hood with mixed use and lofts and pet salons and spas to get your Malamute massage. Cops that live to stop and frisk and probably call Rudy Pops. Let's mookie every sushi shop on every bougie block. I resemble a gentrifier, but I'm not the gentry. I'm just plain fire. Suborbital craft on re-entry. I'm just plain fire like Tower 1 and Tower 2. Plain fire like the grasslands when rain is overdue. Like them oil fields Saddam torched to keep that from you. Like that Be More CVS you couldn't bear to see abused. Plain fire like they open on Kawan in Chicago. A handful of sauce packets when you can't afford a taco. Rap is not pop though, it ain't music even. It's an alarm clock to wake you up cause you've been sleeping. Believing the brutal regime won't stoop to decree freeing the troops and Marines, the movement on movement, shooting like screw you heathens. Me and my crew proceeding to Huey PM. The fools is preaching prudence, peace, and unity is lucid dreaming. Move strategic through this Mussolini reboot. I'm leaving the leaders bruising, reading eulogies for truth and freedom. All right. Yo, is there, who did I miss? I had these shades on. I had a whole bunch of people came in that I didn't see. All right, cool. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hello, friends. All right, so I got a couple left. This one is the single. This is, we're leaving behind no safety net for now. Maybe I'll do a little acapella in a minute, but for now we're leaving behind no safety net, and I got to give the people what they want. This is from way back. I wrote this in 2012, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Every day I'm moving further from sobriety. Every day I'm moving further from sobriety. Every day I'm moving further from sobriety.
Y'all can bounce if you want.
Sobriety.
Every day
I'm moving further from sobriety.
Every day
I'm moving further from sobriety.
Every day
I'm moving further from sobriety. Sobriety, moving further every day.
Plenty of young cats still got affection for real spitters. Hair of the dog got good reason to feel bitter. Plenty of real bigots burn bridges and meal tickets. I ain't gotta be specific. You feel me if you live it, and if you live it, you know this is not a gimmick. The pinnacle steady sending pretenders to the clinic. I pick 'em out, spot the beast, hit it with the right crossbow, and eyes glowing like I'm Riddick. Politically speaking, institutions all classes racist. That's why I'm on my Cassius Clay-ish, but basket cases took advantage of the agitation to get you caught up in the distraction matrix. It ain't happening. Is it my rapping or my accent? Is it my parentage or my passion? Facts is I'm trying to get the message past this machine. F-faxes, masticate on that and take it backwards. DJ Blade Relic. Huh. Every day
I'm moving further from sobriety.
Every day
I'm moving further from sobriety.
Every day
I'm moving further from sobriety.
We bounce with me, y'all.
Moving further every day.
Like Lee Harvey, they ain't Body and Jack. I can't see hardly, it's too foggy and back. Yo, it's a cheech party. Word to Tommy and Black, sorry to be tardy. Had to cop me some raps, and I pity the fool trying to box me with raps. Asking if fellow get busy, like asking if Rocky can scrap. And you'll probably get slapped for even coming with that puffery. Hip-hop is my drug, and I ain't in recovery. Call it welfare Wookie, you call it Bobby Brown. I call it backyard boogie, that's where I chop them down. Got your glass piece packing the kush. I'm just ripping newspaper, picking African bush, but now the clouds are clearer. Dropping like the value of Italian lira. Before the euro, I messed with Al Jazeera. Word to my brother was child is Kira. The style, the tear above the Portugal, from Macau to Madeira. Every day
I'm moving further from sobriety.
Every day
I'm moving further from sobriety.
Every day
I'm moving further from sobriety. Further from sobriety. Sobriety.
Every day
I'm moving further from sobriety.
Every day
I'm moving further from sobriety.
Every day
I'm moving further from sobriety.
Sobriety, moving further every day. Yo. I think I want to, we got a little time. I think I want to do a acapella from the album or two. I don't have the beat prepared for this one, but I have a song on there called Stupid Semiotics. And I think it deserves a acapella of its own. So, if I can only remember how it starts. All right, I actually don't remember how it starts, so I'm going to do another one instead. This one is called Maker's Mark. I thought I made my mark, but it ain't my place to judge the state of the art. I thought I had made my mark, but it ain't my place to judge the state of the art. Mainstream gonna mainstream. It's the same thing we've been dealing with since teens. Maybe it's Maybelline. 'Cause clout chasing, not my foundation. I was born a fountain spraying, a down space sip. Since Joyce Wade's tit, I knew my voice dangerous, depending on the choice phrases. I love it when my noise making a noise racist, serving Troy Aikman soy bacon. Them cowboys ain't I burn them like curry, run it back like I'm Hamill. Clap 'em like Chapman, put one through they enamel. T-Rex like I'm bowling, Apex get 'em all served. Go from absurd to Oscars like Wahlberg. Rock 'em like Hoppus, educate like Lamont Hill. Faces, I'ma melt 'em like Shelton if that's Allah's will. And even though they used to call me a ultra nerd, never turning into a mother Zuckerberg. I thought I'd made my mark, but it ain't my place to judge the state of the art. I thought I made my mark, but it ain't my place to judge the state of the art. Look, back when we were young dudes, back when we were dumb dudes, sticking to the block, gumshoes, stacking bundles, guerrilla tactician, rhyming everything with Sun Tzu. But paying lump sum dues got a tendency to run through your patience, staying humble. Analog, securing the thumb screws, never really thinking it would come loose, but when it did, felt like the sun went boom. Went to an adult from a kid in one fell swoop, no one else knew or understood the pain, so I kept writing. Lucy in my left, that's a clash of the titans. Dash like a hyphen, nah, it's different significance. One divide, one unite, and though they are mirror images, semicolon tattoos remind us something's waiting. Mark it up to karma when I see the time these punks is wasting. But till the day I shoot the grave and lie within it, trying to accent the positive, don't want to die a critic. I thought I made my mark, but it ain't my place to judge the state of the art. I thought I'd made my mark, but it ain't my place to judge the state of the art. DJ B-Note, you got something for him before I do the last one? Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you for joining us for Third Rail. Don't forget to support Fellowman via the tip jar behind me or Venmo at Cullen-Wade. There's also merch behind me for purchase. On February 21st, we welcome Richmond-based multi-instrumentalist Valentin Prince for the Third Rail. And after Third Rail, take a ride on the Groove Tube every Saturday night from 9 to 11 on WTJU. Take a ride on the, I just said that, on the Groove Tube every Saturday night from 9 to 11 on WTJU. And back to our final track, song, performance by Fellowman with DJ Blade Relic.
All right, before I say goodnight, please give it up one more time for DJ Blade Relic. Fridays at the bowling alley, Mexicali, and everywhere else. Oh, the bowling alley, Mexicali. Hey, Sally. Yeah. Mustang Sally. All right. Like I said before the mics heated up, this is probably going to be the last time I'm doing this for a while. I don't have any immediate plans to rap on stage again, and I really, really appreciate y'all coming out. You have been a wonderful audience. Give it up for yourselves. Aw. I love me too. All right, this one's called Gorilla Glue, and let's make sure I have the breath control to get through it. Let's do it. Yo, shout out to Poe Mac for the beat. VA all day. Yeah. They say, Fellowman, that's the 9 pillars dude, the one to hold the city down, that's Gorilla Glue. Woo, I forgot he rapped like that, blacked on tracks like that, crushed the pencil to the graphite snap. Been a minute since my last mic smash, y'all let it get to your head like a half-life crab. I'm that type, man, coming for your past like that. I save coupons, keep receipts, stash price tags, hear a lot of chitter-chatter, cause they bitter how I did it better, like an Angelique fish platter. But every rapper slash diplomat try to match it in the city. After this I have to be at least as fat, if not a little fatter, and I believe it to the last pitter-patter of the in back of my ribs elapses, and I'm with nipping cashes till it happens. I'ma be the Mr. Magic of the Ville, which is my Rickenbacker bass. That's a different matter. I love seeing joy in they face like they hit the scratcher. Plus my flipper pad and grace, it's a gift from NASA. Trip to Saturn, give me space while I mix and master. Cut the tape and rip the stage like a Christmas package. It's raw whatever I say day to day, and sisters data. The heat of Syria straight until you hit Damascus. Masses fiend waiting for the day when I release it on them. No Vaseline, I've been taking it too easy on them. What's these people's problem? They yelling favoritism. I ain't the one that make decisions. They want that Hall of Fame, and that ain't a diss to LT. Wait your turn, hold the phone, take a selfie. All up in my inbox, threatening to pull up at the cipher. Only thing you need to pull up is your diaper. All because we did some stuff that they ain't have the will to do. They want to bring the stick to me, that's Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue. I made this song before Gorilla Glue became a meme. Maybe I was ahead of my time. Fellowman, that's the 9 pillars dude, the one that hold the city down. Gorilla Glue. Yeah. They've been searching for a way to better build a crew. They ends hurting, cause they could never fill a room. The bridge burners wanna play finesse and silky smooth, but insurgents stay together. Gorilla Glue. Woo! Thank you so much. Thank you.
Come on, y'all, louder. Oh, they stomping their feet and everything. I like this, yeah. Give it up. Fellowman.
Thank you.
Fellowman.
Y'all have been a great audience. Thank you again.